Yeah, I think we're going with the additional deployment. We can sell off those. We can throw levels on all of these. So what's the take cost? 700 for shooting squad. Is shooting squad even really worth it here? I think we will want to invest into some more sledgehammers instead. So let's do it, I say. Let's invest into more sledgehammers. And we're gonna be throwing them like here-ish. In these positions. Let's maybe make it more like this. So that is 6 and 1 down. 3, 4, 5, 6 and yeah, we need 1 more down. And the last pack of sledges. I guess we make more sledges come in like from here-ish. And let's also get extra damage. That's going to help a lot of our units. So here is armor. The order of engagement isn't all that hot right now, but it should go better as we continue to play here. These are doing fantastic against the lower level units. I really didn't have the best starting deploy, whatever you might want to call it, for this. But I also had no idea what the opponent was about to do. I think most of this is having a bad starting formation for me. But I chose this, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. That's a plain and simple truth here. We do get some stuff to stand in the way here. I kind of would like to just have the money right here and now, to be honest. None of this sounds all that amazing to me. And really none of these units help us. So what is he going to take? Maybe storms if he has EMP? That would be my guess. I think the best for us might just be the Overlord. Like, throw it back here. We can put levels on all of that. So what's the range situation like? I think we put Mech Rage on now. And then we mass recruit ourselves another 4 of these. Let's not make it 4. Let's also buy some traditional chaff. That can kinda come in delayed, hopefully. Like down here. So we can put some more sledges here. We can make another row of sledges back here. I have no idea if this is actually doing much, but we can put this upgrade in. I probably should have done that last round as well. Alright, let's keep rocking. He's just building more Phantom Rays. And yes, here is the storms, and they do have EMP, but not yet, at least. I think a really big power spike for us is going to be hitting Elite on the Marksmen. If I had double shot, it would be so much better, even. The boat is doing its part. Sledges are in the front, but they don't last long enough. They are lasting a lot less than I expected, to be perfectly honest. I had expected them to last longer. I guess at the end of the day, Assault Marksmen not as good at countering these units as I had hoped. But it's a good thing that we find out now, before I end up like doing something in a tournament or something like that. Okay, this is actually disgusting. And I think there's a point to be made for this is disgusting for both of us. I think I'm just gonna be smacking this dead center here. And we're gonna be selling that. I think he's kind of just going to hit whatever he's gonna hit. Best I can do is try to protect some units from being hit. Now I definitely want to start hitting this and like delay his units in the back as much as I possibly can. Let's also throw a shield like here. And then I want to hit Elite. And Elite, mass recruit ourselves 2 more. And we put them a bit more defensively. Let's put them behind the outside sledges. Maybe I'm just too big of a symmetry nut, to be honest. I think that is fair to say. I am too much of a symmetry nut. Everything I unlock would cost something. You know, let's put range on these so the arc lights have to move in range and not the other way around. And I guess we can level like this. Maybe I should have leveled the other units. Ah, who cares? Alright, let's see if his board is torn apart enough. My beam is hitting a bunch of stuff, but those units are too fast. And he didn't even hit speed, so my beam is just bad. That said, I'm definitely crushing the army piecemeal right now. And that is only helping me, hopefully. I don't have enough units, though, I think. He simply has too many of these. I'm not splashing them. I think that's the issue. If I had the splash, that would be so much easier. But I'm not splashing these units, so they don't really care. So I guess Phantom Rays are too big to be reliably splashed. Sometimes I guess you get a splash or another. But yeah, Assault Marksmen not all that great. Not nearly as great at countering these units as I had hoped or expected. But I guess you're gonna have to find out one way or another. Alright, that's another potential thought and counter that I can cross off the list. Like, just this is enough to beat Assault Marksmen. Kinda sad, honestly. Maybe having energy shield and heavy armor, energy shield and armor in one unit is not all that great for balance. Ah, who cares? So sledges died way too quickly for my liking. I very much so would have loved them to like just stay on the outside. What would the answer have been here? Not investing into Assault Marksmen probably and keeping your Marksmen behind all the other units because the splash does nothing. The whole point of Assault Marksmen is it also does splash, if you ask me. And a boatload of damage and of course the HP buff. But HP don't matter against Phantom Rays. They just deal too much damage. And the splash is not great enough to hit multiple of these Phantom Rays reliably at once. If they were always splashing 2, this would have been a whole different story. But the splash is just not big enough for it. Alright, and then I mess up the beam because I didn't think that they had the speed. But yeah, they are a 16 speed unit. So it makes sense. Alright, well, that was a predictable and sad and unfortunately necessary loss for experimentation. Alright, thanks everybody for watching and listening. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye.